Hey everybody, this is Roy Candy, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different taste in gaming, talk about their favorite game in the category of the week. This week we're talking all about games that exemplify our taste in gaming. Is there a game that you can point to and say, that matches my taste perfectly, or this kind of shows off the tastes I have in gaming, the kind of games that I like? Make sure to leave in the comments down below, and maybe we can get to know your taste in gaming a little bit more, and let's get to our contributors' clips.
Hi, this week, games that fit our taste perfectly. Mine, it's all over the place, from Revolutionary War games to Euros, but lately and in the past has always been dungeon crawls, and there's so many of them, and there's a bunch up there you can't see. Yours?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. She likes the storytelling, the adventuring, and there's our collection thus far. Happy Friday. Take care.
Hello everyone, I'm the other Josh. 4 building blocks that I find make up a great game for me are theme, art, mechanics, and the ability to make players feel clever. I'm reading this because I can't get it right otherwise. Science fiction is my favorite theme for pretty much anything, and Dune is one of my favorite IPs. The art in this game is taken partially from and inspired by Denis Villeneuve's Dune movie, and kind of arted out in a very cool way. The mechanics include worker placement, combat, and deck building. And while deck building isn't always my favorite mechanic, it does leave you with the ability to that make players feel clever. When I played that card and put it on the board space, fantastic. One of my favorite games. Looking forward to it. You all have to say, have a fantastic Friday.
Hello everyone, Ben Myers here. Today's topic for Favorite Game Friday is games that fit your taste the best. And I tend to like games that are nature themed, that are medium to low complexity, that are easy enough to teach but have enough depth and replayability straight out of the box, and you don't need to buy a ton of expansions for them, but also have a bunch of expansions available to purchase should you want to. And a game that fits that the best for me is Everdell. Everdell is a great little worker placement game with a cute animal theme, which I always like the animal themed games quite a lot. And it's got a lot going on in it with cards and building up your tableau, and you can really see like how your tableau builds as the game progresses, and that's always good to see as you're going along. Happy Friday, everyone. Bye.
Hey, everybody. This is Strategy Wizard and
Crazy crap, yeah!
And this Friday, we're talking about the game that completely captures the essence of what kind of games we like. And for me, it was kind of an easy choice. Cosmic Encounter. What an amazing game. This is the latest expansion, but there's another one coming out, so I'm super excited.
Yeah!
Can't wait, because this game has some of my favorite mechanisms. Mechanisms or traits in a way. I like the special powers. They're make everything so asymmetrical. Everyone's different and interesting.
Negotiation.
Yeah, negotiation is great. I like the combat. The fact that every single turn is a combat. Combat in games is huge for me, and there's tons of combat here. There's always a combat, and there's low downtime. Everyone gets to actually participate on everyone else's turn and be able to negotiate and try to be able to join on each battle. It's just, and I like the hand management and card combat. I mean, all those things are great. So this,
it is cool that you can actually participate while somebody's taking their turn.
Yeah, every turn is everyone's turn. So this is quintessential. That is my type of game. What about you?
Naruto Ninja Battle Arena. Naruto Ninja Arena. Yep. And this, now I do like real-time games a lot, and I like dice. And in this game, you're just trying to roll dice and
simultaneously. Everyone's rolling at the same time. And competing, trying to fight each other, trying to get combinations of dice so they can attack and try to do damage to everybody else.
Boom! I just blew up that night.
So it's super fast-paced.
Yeah, super fast-paced, and all your characters need certain dice. Like, let's just say, like, you need fire, 2 fire, or 3 fire in Naruto's case, 3 fire.
Well, it's not fire, it's the leaf. Is the
leaf. Oh, yeah, leaf. Yeah, so you get all these cool attacks. So, that's our picks.
Yep, hopefully you had some good ones, too. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
So here's the thing about my gaming tastes. They change all the time, and I'll play just about anything. So the game that exemplifies my taste the most is my collection. The game's up there, the game's down here. games on each side. There's another shelf there. There's another one down there. There's a stack up there. All of these games are my tastes. See you later, everybody.
What's a game? It's a perfect fit for me. Well, first of all, it's cooperative, co-op gestalt. Second would be a superhero game. Here's a whole bunch of cooperative superhero games. This is my favorite kind of game. I'm looking for a game that's the best of all these put together. A crossbreed, taking the best elements out of Sentinels of the Multiverse with its modular deck system. Marvel Champions with its threat and solve areas. Threat and attack. Sidekick Saga with its dual-use lead cards and its variable player powers. Heroes Wanted and Tokyo Sidekick for the strategy part of moving around a map. Batman animated series for all this stuff it does with dice. And then, of course, just the theme and the great minis of Marvel United. I want something with all of these things. Oh, and let's not forget Hour of Need. This is the game that seems to be the best fit for me right now. It's a crossbreed of all my things, and it also has one of my favorite mechanics, player selected turn order. Check out Hour of Need. It's a bit complex, but it's definitely a crossbreed of all my favorite cooperative superhero games.
For me, I'm going to say Xayah. Xayah has all sorts of crazy exploration. You get to build up your ships in different ways. There's a little bit of combat. There's a lot of going around and trying to figure out how to min-max your actions as you move around the board, getting resources and money to be able to upgrade things as the game goes along. There's a lot of things I love about Xayah, and I just feel like it really fits my taste in gaming and the style of game that I want.
Solo board gaming night here at Ascension Tactics exemplifies everything I truly enjoy in board games. It offers a variety of different scenarios, battles, and setups to enjoy in either solo or multiplayer. And just like in other deck builders, you're able to purchase cards from a center market that are more powerful, making your champions stronger. What makes Ascension Tactics different, however, is the way that you can actually spend power to activate your champions, adding them to the map, moving them around, battling other champions, and scoring points. What really makes Ascension Tactics great is how the scenario book includes great ways to play not only multiplayer, but it includes a phenomenal solo player campaign experience. And that's why I choose Ascension Tactics as the game that exemplifies everything I love about board games. Also, if you enjoy deck builders, don't forget to try to check out Tokyo Sidekick, another great and somehow what I consider overlooked game. Thank you, Roy, for letting me be part of your show, and I hope you and everyone else has a great game night. Take care.
The game that brings everything I love together is In the Hall of the Mountain King. It has engine building, tile laying, fabulous components, and amazing art.
Hey, Favorite Game Friday, Jared here from the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel, home of board game tutorials, news, and a podcast. And today we're talking about a game that fits my taste perfectly, and I can do no better than think of Anachrony. I love it so much. I even got this logo tattooed on my leg. It has worker placement, my favorite mechanism, the sci-fi theme, which I love, time travel I also love, and just the engine building nature of it, and being able to have your own personal board and seeing things that you've done over the course of the game, because even if you lose, you still feel so productive. There's so much that you can do on all of your turns in Anachrony, and it's so thinky. It just hits everything perfect for me. So that's why for me Anachrony fits my tastes the best.
Assalamu alaikum. A game that exemplifies my taste in gaming is going to be Legends of Andor. I've used the expansion, but I love the base game as well as the expansion for Legends of Andor. Why? Because I love a little bit of Ameritrash games, but also I love the puzzle in games. That, okay, how do we solve this puzzle collectively, cooperatively? And that's what Legends of Andor do. That it's not just a pure Ameritrash that you throw dice and try to kill people, but you have to really puzzle it out that no, if we kill too many people, we will lose this mission. So we have to determine that we have to kill this person because he's the most imminent threat, but then try to solve this puzzle as well and try to complete the main mission objective, and that's how we are actually going to win. And that's the kind of thing that I really love in games. So that's why Legends of Andor really speaks to my taste in gaming. That's it for me. Happy gaming.
Kimberly from Tabletop Tolson here. And when I thought about this challenge, I figured out that I am a 60-minute Euro game. So I've got 3 games that just really, I can't shake the 2, even though I think one is like my perfect game and really showcases who I am and my taste in gaming. So the first one is Rajas of the Ganges. I love dice worker placement, and I think this game has a fascinating scoring mechanism that is just so clever and Reiner Knizia-esque. I also appreciate the shared area on the board where players are vying for specific actions, and I particularly love the individual player board area. It's kind of like a little puzzle. My second game that I just couldn't let go of is Discoveries, the Journals of Lewis and Clark. I love, again, that dice worker placement. I think the cascading bonuses in this is my favorite. I love Discoveries in a way that I've never met anybody else who loves Discoveries this way. So I think Discoveries is a out of the park kind of game. But ultimately, the game that just really is me, and I can't not love, it is my still #1 game, The Castles of Burgundy. I adore this game. I think it's perfect. So perfect that I'm thrilled to get the updated version on GameFound. I have backed that because, I just look at it and think, wow, all of these cool components, the boards, the bits, the pieces, the fun additions. There's going to be some new parts to the game that I will get to explore and enjoy. But I think The Castles of Burgundy, with its dice rolling and manipulation with individual player boards, is endlessly replayable and just a delight. Like me.
Happy Friday everyone, I'm Julian and this is Libby, and we are from Box Meeples on YouTube, on Instagram and on Twitter.
This week we're talking about one board game which sums up our entire taste in board games.
Now normally I'd be holding up a game here, but we don't own this game. No one owns this game. It's not available to the end of the year, but the game I'm talking about I played at the UK Games Expo. It's like the designer of Starship Captains reached into my brain and found the perfect title for me. It's got the strategy you see in Lost Ruins of Arnak, but it's wrapped up in a sci-fi theme that I find really appealing. It's a perfect blend of introductory game with enough depth and bite to appeal to a seasoned gamer. And throughout the deck it's got hilarious cards that really appeal to my sense of humour.
This week I am choosing Batoku. I love a Euro game and this essentially is one at heart. It also has dice in it, but we don't have to roll them, which sometimes I can have a bit of trouble with. This time you're using them as your worker placement, and then you're having to mitigate them with different things to be able to upgrade them and get the numbers that you need to do the actions that you want. You're also having other elements along with that sort of traditional worker placement. So there is a bit of deck building and lots of different choices around the board that really sort of make it a whole rounded game for me. And there's also the element of its beauty. I find the artwork and theme really makes me go from really enjoying a game to absolutely loving it, and this just seems to hit all the spots for me.
Hey guys, this week's topic is about taste, and I'm gonna have to give it to Tainted Grail. Now, I never actually played the board game, I played it more on PC, but man, I just love games with such rich stories. And this game has some pretty dark stories that I was just like intrigued by. Yes, the game is hard and it can annoy you and you have to start all over, but every time you start all over, you see different parts of a story being told. So I really like it, different characters to play with and see different types of stories and gameplay. So it's pretty cool for me. Tainted Grail, that's my pick. See you guys next time.
Hi, I'm Josh from the YouTube channel Josh Yaks, and board gaming for me is all about getting together face-to-face with loved ones and creating a shared narrative around the table, all while having a few laughs along the way. Also, I am a huge fan of legacy games and the weighty decisions they create, so when you mix all that together, my personal tastes are most exemplified by Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated, a game where the narrative comes pre-packaged along with the humor and the laughter. I've only played the first scenario so far, but this game definitely has a high chance of becoming one of my top 3 games of all time.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Buddy. And for this week's Favorite Game Friday, what's my taste in gaming? Well, I have a strong flavor in history. And I love history, be it ancient history, medieval history, or American history. And what better game to exemplify my taste in history than Western Legends? In this game, you get to take the role of an actual historic figure that lived in the Wild West. Russell Cattle as Jesse James, bring justice to the frontier as Wyatt Earp, or take a seat at the poker table as Wild Bill Hickok. That's my pick for this week, and I'll see you on the next Favorite Game Friday.
Hi, we're the Hendersons. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Deb. And this week's topic is a game that exemplifies your taste in gaming. Daniel, what's yours?
After I looked up exemplify, I made a list, and I've got an eclectic theme, and a pretty board, and nice components, plays in less than 2 hours, plays well with 5 people, has worker placement, and dice are twice as nice in a game, a little bit of random is great, a low potential for analysis paralysis, and you have to have time during the game and between turns to kibitz and talk to the other players. And what sums that all up is deep sea adventure. Okay, it's mostly random, but it's really fun. Deb, what do you have?
I actually have 2 games. The first one is Space, which plays differently between 2 and 5 players. And the whole idea is you're building your engine to try to score as many rocket ships as you can to win the game. But you're not competing against other players, even though you are. You're trying to get your own best score, and I like that, rather than attacking somebody else. The other game I chose, and I've had so much fun playing it over the years, is Dixit. And I just love how creative you can get with the stories and the clues, and you can play with a wide age range. And so it's a wonderful family game to play, and you all wind up laughing. And when you can give a clue that some people get, but not everybody. It's perfect. So those are our favorite games. Happy gaming.
What is up? John, aka Jungle Jack from around the board, and the game that exemplifies my gaming taste has got to be The Godfather: Corleone's Empire. One thing I have to have in a game, especially a game that's going to be long and involved and take up a lot of the night, is a good theme. And for me, the best theme out there is a gangster theme. And The Godfather plays that to a T. You are just swimming in theme with this game. And it doesn't even matter if you're a fan of the IP, because personally, can't stand the movie Godfather. I think it's a boring old 70s movie, and there's been way better gangster movies. But you don't even have to have a passing interest in the theme or a passing knowledge of the theme. All you need to know is it's about gangsters, and it's about doing gangster stuff. You're collecting narcotics, you're getting blood money, you're doing drive-bys and car bombs. And the really cool thing about it too is it kind of plays into the theme a lot, where if you do too much against one player, they can come back at you. They can say, oh, okay, I'm going to make sure you don't win this game. You took me out, I'm going to make sure you don't win, which is a lot of gangster in itself. So The Godfather, if you're looking for a good theme game, my favorite theme and my favorite theme of the crime theme, then there you go. You can't do any better than that. Coming in second would have to be Voices in My Head. Because I have voices in my head, you know what they tell me? Buy more games. This is Jungle Jack from Around the Board. We'll see you next time.
Hello everybody, this is Ben from Hands on Buzzers, online game shows on Discord and Twitch. This week we're talking about games that fit my gamer tastes. Now for me, I'm a guy who likes silly games with lots of puns, creativity, that sort of thing. So that's why my game of the week is Schmovie by Galactic Sneeze Games. In Schmovie, you're given a scenario and have to come up with a silly movie title for it. For example, if you had to write an action movie about a forgetful toy, could you do better than The Fast and the Furby Us? That's the way it's played, and you submit the best one, you get a squid, and the most squids wins. So that's Schmovie by Galactic Sneeze Games. My Gamer Taste. We'll see you next time.
What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming, and the board game that exemplifies my taste in gaming is my favorite board game of all time, Everdell. Everdell exemplifies everything I love about board games. The art is gorgeous, the components in this game are amazing, and I am engrossed in the theme of this game. This was my crossover game, and playing this game has enabled me to understand and enjoy the mechanics that I find in heavier board games. No matter how many board games I play in my lifetime, I will always enjoy a trip to Everdell. See you guys later.
It's always awesome to see what people's games that they think really fits their taste in gaming. Make sure to leave in the comments down below what game fits your taste the best or kind of shows off how you like to have your games feel. And make sure to check out our contributors from all around the world and all around the internet who join us here on Favorite Game Friday. It's always awesome to have people be a part of the show here. And if you'd like to be on Favorite Game Friday, it's super simple. All you have to do is check out the Google Drive link down below, make a super short video and put it in there, and it can be a part of Favorite Game Friday. Well, next time we're going to be talking about games to play at conventions. Is there a game that you feel like works particularly well for convention play? A game that is your go-to when you're playing with people you don't know super well? Maybe a game that's like you want to get a big grandiose game out because that's something that really is like your dream to play at a convention, or maybe it's just a cool party game because that's cool to get to know people as you're playing at a con. So anyway, leave that in the Google Drive link down below. It'll be awesome to have you. I think we're going to have it in a couple weeks from now, but I would love to have you on Favorite Game Friday, and I'll see you on the next one.